Let's jump in to the NFL. Paul, take us away.
You mean to take you away? I can do just that. I'm fucking struggling, man. We can start Cowboys at Commanders. Cowboys 30, Commanders 23.
Big win for the boys.
Yeah, much needed. Gonna keep you in the playoff contentions, huh?
What is up, everybody? This is the Garage Gang episode 12. This week we're gonna have a new segment to start us off. It's gonna be some questions from the listeners. So I put up an Instagram poll earlier today about some questions that maybe y'all wanted to hear us talk about. So we're gonna make this a weekly thing. So if you have any questions as we're, posting these weekly and you want to throw something in the mix and get your question answered, then respond to the poll because we're going to dive in. We got 3 questions this week and we're going to dive into each of them. And yeah, let's start it off. So first question was, with seeing where NIL is at right now, would you rather go back to how college football used to be or keep the way that college football is now with the NIL? What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I'd keep it the same as it is right now, but there's got to be some critiquing done. Like, I'm no expert
Yeah.
at all, but it's very blatantly obvious that, like, there needs to be a cap of some sort. These kids can't just show up, take money, and then run. Georgia's suing an ex-player right now for doing that exact same thing, suing the player for what, $330,000 that he was paid. So I think the players need to be paid. They're freak athletes. They're really good at what they do, but there has to be something done.
Yeah. Tanner, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I would go back. I mean, I agree that they need to get paid, but I've always thought about it. They're getting a free education, so they
Yeah.
kind of are getting
Kind of
paid.
already getting paid to that point.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's great for the players. If I was them, I would never apologize for making, 10 plus $1 million a year. You never apologize for that. But I think for like programs and college football in general, and especially like head coaches right now, like and even just the school in general, like I think it would be much better if we went back. That's never going to happen though,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Was like, I think the idea of going back is cool, but at the same time, is like with the way the world is, not to get like too freaking political about this, but like you never go back. Like once something happens, it only keeps happening or becomes bigger.
No, that ship sailed. But I will say, you know what makes me fucking sick? Is like USC's out here saying, I pray to God Oklahoma doesn't do this, but like so and so re-sign like signed an extension.
Yeah, and he's a college kid.
Like, dude, he's a fucking student athlete.
Yeah.
You know?
My other thought on it is like I think they definitely deserve to be paid. Like they're bringing in boatloads of money to their university, and so I think there is a degree of like maybe not deserves is the right word, but like it's their right to make money on their name and their likeliness.
They've earned it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and so I think that is, yeah, I think the way they improve it is to put some sort of a cap on it. Like all the major sports outside of baseball, which is coming soon, have a salary cap. Like you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA, like they have salary caps, and it's to prevent ultimately what the Dodgers are doing right now.
Just hearing the words salary cap and college football in the same sentence just sounds
Well, these
like
kids
like
making,
they don't belong together. You know what I mean?
and they are kids. They're like 18. Well, most of them are like 18 to 22 years old, and they are making like more than salary money. They're making more than like NFL players who can barely make a 52-man roster. A lot of them are making more than NFL rookie contracts in college. And
I
so,
would say the majority of the top, whatever 5 players on like a big SEC or Big Ten, Big 12 school are probably making more money than majority of NFL rookies.
yeah.
Oh, 100%. And that's the
Yeah.
appeal to come back and, play another year.
Do you like? Okay, so do you like it? To close this one off, do you like the NIL money being dished out to these players?
Like I said, I think they should get paid, but like it all happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like it all happened so fast that nobody had reins on it. Like the NCAA has no clue what the hell's going on. The portal doesn't technically open until the 2nd of January, I think. And there's players months ago saying, I'm entering the portal.
Yeah,
You
before
got
their
to
bowl
do
games.
something about that.
Yeah.
Like they're taking money from the university. Nick Anderson from Oklahoma took a fucking $1.5 million, went to LSU and took money from them and played 4 games this year.
Didn't
Like something's got to be done.
Messmaker announce he was transferring before their bowl game?
Is he transferring? I thought he was out of.
I didn't see anything about that. I
I
don't
don't think
think
he's
so.
transferring.
I thought he
No.
announced that. He announced he was leaving.
Maybe for like the draft. I think he's like.
Here, I'll look it up real quick.
Please do. I don't know because there was that video of him, sat on the sideline after waiting after everybody left. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
He has announced he has intention to enter the transfer portal and leave University of North Texas. So yeah, he's gone.
I know shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking Nussmeier, LSU. You said Messmaker.
Yeah, Messmaker.
Yeah.
Nussmeier's probably going to the NFL. Or
Yeah.
he's gonna try.
Let us be the first to report to you as well that he's going to be an Okie State Cowboy.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Put it on pen and paper, baby.
That's a good question though, because I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I do think they should be paid because of the money they bring in. It's like they should get a cut of that. But I don't know. I guess I don't feel any way about it.
I'm a little indifferent on it, kind of like you. Like I think it's really good for the players. I think it's really bad for the coaches. Like I think it makes the coaches the process of selling a school or program to someone doesn't really matter anymore.
I think long
Unless
term
you,
is bad for college football too.
yeah, I mean,
Like I said,
I don't know.
I don't think NIL's horrible long term, but like it will be if they don't critique it. Like there's ways for it to be done correctly, and this way is clearly not the way.
Yeah. Good question there. Next question was for each of us, what is your favorite? I know what everyone's answer is going to be, but what is your favorite professional sports memory? Mine personally was when the Rangers won the World Series. If I had to pick a specific point of that, it would probably be, what was it, Game 6 that Corey Seager hit a late home run. It was either to tie or give us the lead. We were down, and no, not Game 6. It was like Game 4.
You talking about when he tied it up with a home run and then Adolis walked it off?
Yeah.
That was game 1.
Was that Game 1?
That was game 1. I remember that because I was at a wedding.
I
I was very disrespectful to everyone at the wedding as well. And the bride and groom, I was sitting there glued to my phone the entire time.
Yeah, I guess the Rangers winning the World Series in general, that's got to be, that's going to be my favorite sports memory for a while, I assume.
Tanner, you the same there?
Yeah, no, that's a close second for me. That's actually the first one that popped in my mind. But my favorite is probably when Spradley and I went to Game 7 in Houston in the ALCS.
That's pretty bitch.
And we just waxed them. So, because it was the Astros, it could have been anyone else. That Game 1 of the World Series probably my favorite. But the fact that we were in Houston, surrounded in a sea of orange, and we won like 11-3 was just. And we were physically there in person, and like we went out to downtown Houston after, and like had to deal with a bunch of Astro fan shit. Like that's probably my favorite.
That is pretty sick. Damn.
Paul, let me guess yours.
You want to guess mine?
The Cubs winning the World Series.
Cubs winning the World Series 2016.
We were at Hooters.
Me and Tanner were up at the old Hooters in Denton, Texas. That whole run was magical. The entire run. You had the comeback versus the Giants. The Giants were about to force a Game 5 in the NLDS. We avoided all that hoopla. I think the Cubs scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th inning to take it over. Aroldis Chapman closes her down. We're on to Los Angeles. Dodgers bring in Kershaw in a win-or-go-home game. And the Cubs whoop up on Clayton Kershaw, future Hall of Famer. And then they sputter in the World Series, get down 3-1. I looked at my dad. My dad was working in Oklahoma at the time. I never forget it. I go, 1 game at a time. You know what the Cubs did? Just sat there and fucking chipped away at it. Bang, bang, bang. Game 7, 12-minute rain delay changes history. History. Forever. In Game 7 of the World Series, Zobrist comes out, doubles down the line. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
How sad is it that all of our favorite sports memories are baseball?
Well, I'm a nut when it comes to that shit. Like my dad told me, he's like, I'm sorry for making you a Cubs fan, you know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like that's what it's all about, you know? You get to see the shitty years. My grandpa or my great grandfather never got to see a Cubs World Series win. My grandpa got to see one. Me and my dad got to see one. It just makes it all more special. And that's why I'd say the Cubs winning the World Series is hands down my favorite professional sports moment of all time.
That is pretty cool that all three of us have seen our sports team win the World Series, like in our growing up. Like we weren't 2 years old, we weren't not born,
Yeah.
like anything like that. Like we were invested in the season.
Yeah.
We watched it all play out. We watched them get hot in the playoffs. Like we were there, and
I mean, Chandler was there. I cried in Hooters.
I'm surprised you didn't watch that with your family, honestly.
Dad was in Oklahoma, so
Oh.
it was like
It was a Wednesday too, so we
It was
couldn't
a
exactly miss out on the all-you-can-eat
Hooters
wings.
women were like, you need to get out, and I was like,
Why are you crying?
they're like, you need to leave. Like we're closed. I go, the game's not fucking over yet. They're like, we don't care. I'm like, it's Game 7 of the World Series, and
You're
the
out to
Chicago
fucking care.
fucking Cubs are on the ropes. Woman, I got angry. I sat down. They let us watch the end of it, and the rest is history, baby. Cubs haven't been diddly fuck ever since. So, shout out the Cubbies.
All right, last question. We might only do 3 questions a week because this is kind of taking a second. This one is for Paul. It says, Paul, if you were the fantasy football commissioner, what rules would you like to be put in place for your league?
It's pretty easy. Consolation bracket means something around here, okay? There's 1. 2. I would kick you out of the league immediately upon taking the reins.
What have I done wrong?
Everything. Some would say everything.
Fair. Nothing but fair.
Listen, man, there was a money dispute the other day over the winners of our league. I'm glad we got that ironed out. There wouldn't be any money disputes with me.
Riley can attest that me and him worked diligently to figure that out.
No, it was an honest mistake, but honest mistakes shouldn't happen. I don't think it was very honest.
Honest mistakes should happen.
You know what? It's just the 2. I take over. Consolation bracket means something. Number 2, Reeves gets the fucking boot.
Next year, I'm putting all 12 in the fucking playoff, and there won't be any arguing.
That's fine with me, dude.
One can play 12 and get booted.
That's fine.
I'd like to chime in and add a rule of my own, even though this question wasn't directed to me.
Let's hear it.
What's your rule?
If Paul loses 3 years in a row, he's kicked out.
Oh. Well, I told you I have a surprise for everybody when I run that beer mile, so everybody better be in attendance for it. So,
all right, let's dive into college football. This week is probably the biggest week we've had yet of college football, I would argue. And that is because we are in the quarterfinal round. So we have 4 games this weekend, or not even weekend. It's Wednesday and then Thursday. So New Year's Eve and then New Year's. We start on Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. We have the Cotton Bowl, and that is number 10 Miami versus number 2 Ohio State. Ohio State, the live spread right now, it was 8.5. It is now 9.5. So Vegas has learned something in the past week to decide to put this spread even a little bit higher at 9.5. Let's dive into this, boys. This is what this show is all about. What do we think about the spread first off? 9.5? You think that's
not
fair?
enough.
No, not enough.
Not enough. Ohio State fucking probably 34-7.
So, what did Ohio State put up? How many against Indiana? 10.
10.
That game was what, 13-10?
Mm-hmm.
You think Indiana's defense is that much better than Miami's?
I just don't think Miami's very good.
I think Miami's front seven's good.
I don't know.
You know, like if they could slow down the run, make them one-dimensional, I think they could give them some trouble, at least for a half, to make that a realistic spread.
Tanner, you got any thoughts?
I just think Ohio State's defense is way too good. Like if A&M's defense was holding them to what they were, like I don't know, dude. I think the spread should at least be 21.5.
That's absurd, but I like the way your brain's going.
1.5.
Dude, Miami struggled to score against A&M.
And A&M doesn't have a defense.
What are they going to do against Ohio State? They're gonna have to play rugby. They're
Run
gonna
defense.
have to be throwing laterals the entire time to have any kind of chance.
Yeah, I mean Carson Beck looked terrible last in the whatever that is, the wild card round. Is whatever, it's not quarters, but whatever it is, the first round. And yeah, I mean that is a good point. They probably don't score much.
I mean, when push comes to shove, it's that point in the season when push comes to shove, the grown men are going to make the football plays to win the game. And I think Ohio State has grown men at all 22 positions.
So neither of y'all think Miami has a shot. Like how much money would you put on just Ohio State outright winner?
Guess
Like
we'll find out.
None, because the odds are terrible.
no, but I'm just saying, like, how confident are you that Ohio State would win?
I'd sit here and I'd put $50 against you on it, like Ohio State outright. No, I'd go. Oh shit, man! I'd go $200 for an Ohio State straight up win. I would go $200 for them to cover 6.5 points, not the 9.5. The six, just 6.5.
9.5 to me seems high.
It's weird. It depends on what Carson Beck you get.
That's true.
And Miami's kicking game is fucking putrid, so there's not. I don't see any points coming from there.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if Ohio State can squeak out 20 something, I think that might be a good spread because I don't see a world where Miami scores more than like 13.
I'm just surprised. Like last week, before the A&M game, we were talking about how Miami deserves zero credit because they had two terrible losses to other schools, Louisville and who I can't remember the other school, and
SMU.
yeah, and SMU. And now we're talking about how they're gonna have a chance, like to cover any kind of spread with Ohio State.
No. You're mistaking this for me having faith in Miami. I'm not. I am purely
Okay,
carrying.
that's exactly what I was mistaking it for.
I know. I'm purely carrying this conversation and trying to bring both sides to the table.
Well, here's the thing. Like Miami showed a run game against A&M, which that's not. I'm not shitting on your Aggies, but that's not what they're known for, right? A little bit they're lacking
the
run
defense was bad all year.
Now, like I said, it all depends on the type. Which Carson Beck are we going to get? We going to get the dumbass, or are we going to get the one that can, go 17 for 29 for a couple hundred and a couple touchdowns?
Yeah, I didn't watch enough of Miami's games to know if that 17 for 21, whatever, and 250, if that was like screen passes going long, or if that was him putting the ball down the field. And if I knew that answer, I would feel way more confident in saying Ohio State's going to blow them out, or it could be a close game. Because if he can put it down the field with, I mean, he's got 2 good receivers, I think. Like, if I don't know, they've got to find a way to score.
I mean, Malachi Tony's arguably the best receiver, and well, he's probably not, but he's up there for sure in terms of.
And he's like 17.
I agree, but like, there's another kingpin on the other side of the football for Ohio State. Like they have a better offensive weapon. I think their quarterback's better.
Yeah. Sure.
But you're right. That receiver Miami's got is a problem. They find very creative ways to give him the football.
Yeah.
And if he can break a couple, I mean, shit, who knows?
On return.
Fletcher's coming off a career game. He had like 172 yards.
I agree, but let's boil back here. Ohio State's defense isn't getting talked about.
Yeah, they're not. I just don't
Fernando
think it's a shot
Mendoza, the Heisman winner, scores 13 points against Ohio State.
Yeah, he's only the Heisman winner because they won that game. Had he not,
exactly.
But yeah, I think the only way Miami wins or even isn't close in this game is they're going to need a special team score and at least 2 turnovers. I think if they can do those things, it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
If not, it's going to get ugly.
I think Ohio State does to Miami what they did to Michigan. Yeah. I think Miami has the better quarterback right now. Bryce Underwood was young, but whatever. I think they're very similar ball clubs. And I just think over a course of 4 quarters,
what about
Ohio State's just going to get the job done?
What about this? Last year, every team that got a bye lost.
Huh.
Ohio State's coming off a bye. Miami played, well, I guess it was
hostile environment.
A week and a half ago.
Yeah.
So Ohio State hadn't played since the Big Ten championship. They are coming off a loss, which, I mean, regardless, they're going to be fired up. It's the quarterfinals. But that is something to also consider is Ohio State is coming off a bye playing a Miami team that just played. All things considered, I'm still going
Yeah.
Ohio State. I think that spread. I don't know. It's close. I don't know if I'd put money
I
on
mean,
that.
we're kind of having a rest versus rust conversation there, and I just don't think in this game rust is even a factor for Ohio State,
No, I
if
think they
that
come
makes
out
sense.
punching.
Yeah.
And Tanner, what have I always said about Carson Beck?
His eyes are too far apart, dude.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, so that is Wednesday, December 3rd. So that is New Year's Eve at 6:30. So that game probably end around 9:30 ish. So plenty of time for your New Year's Eve festivities. That'll bring us to New Year's Day. So you're gonna have to nurse that hangover because at 11 a.m. we have the Orange Bowl. We have number 5 Oregon taking on. Tanner is messing with the doc. Number 4 Texas Tech. And Tanner, what are you doing? Oregon is favored by 2.5 in this game,
Dude, I think this is the best game.
and it's at 11 a.m.
We get fucked again. We get fucked again. I mean, I understand the Rose Bowl's always going to be in that sweet spot, 2:30, 3 o'clock. God, I have no bones to pick there, okay?
Yeah,
But we get fucked again.
dude,
I'd throw whatever.
I'm excited for all 3 of these afternoon games, but Oregon, Texas Tech. For me, Texas Tech is the wild card going into the playoff. They're the Big 12 team. They beat up on a shitty Big 12, and you just don't know what you don't know. And this game is exactly that.
Yeah, I was about to say this game is one where I feel like it could swing either way.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
Vegas
don't.
thinks so too. I mean, the spread's 2.5, so they're to Oregon's favor. So
Oregon's favored by 2.5.
yeah, Oregon is the only underdog, or I guess like higher ranked. They're number 5. Tech is number 4. They're the only higher seed
Favorite.
that is favored this playoff.
Ooh, man.
I'm going Texas Tech, and that is just a. I've got to stick with like I've hated on Oregon all year, not all year, back half of the year I think, and I want it for Tech. I do. I don't know why, but I do. I think I want it for Jacob Rodriguez. That guy's badass.
Oh, God.
He looks cool. He's got the stash. He's got the black cowboy hat. I mean, his wife's in the military.
Yeah, she's a badass too. I just don't know. I don't know if Texas Tech has the offense to get it done. I really don't know.
And no one knows. I mean, they've only played Big 12 schools, and the Big 12 is terrible.
And Oregon hasn't played anybody to write home about either. That's the other thing. Like,
They've played them. They just haven't beat them.
Yes, they do. They get beat by 10 at home to Indiana, who's now, the number 1 national seed. But, oh, man.
I mean, that's the only legit team they've played. Indiana.
Huh. I don't know. Here's what I'll say. I'll take Texas Tech.
I'm taking Texas Tech for the pure that's who I want to win. So I'm not gonna go against it.
Tanner?
dude, I really don't know. I guess I'll just take the Ducks to go the other direction. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Tell me why you're taking the Ducks. Tell me.
I mean,
Explain in detail.
honestly, dude, I'm just comparing the two conferences. Which conference do I think is stronger? Like, who do I think, even though we're sitting here saying they haven't played anybody, which they haven't, really, I really do think.
I mean, Oregon played Indiana. They just lost to them, so they have played somebody.
Yeah, I know. I just think
They
when
also
you're
had a
talking
game in the middle of the year with Wisconsin, who's absolutely terrible. But
Horrible.
I think a lot of teams have those games.
Indiana did it with Penn State.
Indiana did do it with Penn State.
Tanner,
Tech did it with Arizona State.
I can see Tanner's point of view. Like, Dan Lanning's been here before. Now he's gotten his fucking fudge packed, but he's been here before, right?
Yeah.
And that might carry some weight going into this. I think they just have a game plan to keep the ball away from Jacob Rodriguez. Don't let him make plays. Run it away from him. Play action away from him. They're not idiots. And I don't think Oregon's quarterback is that. I think Oregon's quarterback is better than Texas Tech. I'm backtracking big time here. Oh, shit. I kind of like the Ducks.
Give me Tech. I like Tech here.
Give me the Ducks. I'm sorry, Eric.
Yo,
Give me
flip.
the Ducks.
All right, so that is
Yeah.
our 11 a.m. game on New Year's Day, followed by the 3 p.m. We have the Rose Bowl, number 9 Alabama versus number 1 Indiana. Indiana favored by 7.5 points.
Too much.
I think that spread is just a little too much, and I would like to see that spread at like 3.5.
I'll say this. Fernando Mendoza, you look up who he's played all year. I know he's the Heisman winner, but you look at those games that meant something. He wasn't a world beater. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He has a mean fucking defense. Mean defense. But he wasn't beating people. Sure, he made good throws when it like but over the course of 4 quarters against pretty good teams, he wasn't he wasn't, I don't know. I'm not saying he's not special, but you know what I'm getting at here? Like what I'm trying to say is he's just not, he hasn't convinced me that he can go out and fucking beat a good team like that.
I mean, he beat Ohio State.
He didn't fucking beat Ohio State.
I mean, the team beat Ohio State, but
Yes.
he made the plays that he
He
needed to
made
make.
2 big throws all football game, and they were go balls. They were fade routes. Throw it up and let your receiver go and get it. That's it.
I just don't see a world where Bama puts like I don't see a world where they play from behind
I don't see who.
Indiana. Like
Well,
I
they
think
fucking better hope they don't get up 17-0. I'll tell you that much.
like I think if like you're asking Mendoza to beat him, like I don't think he'll have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't think they play from behind to where it gets into that situation. Like I think it's close.
I'll say this. I think if Simpson's playing well, Simpson's better than Mendoza. And Simpson down the backstretch the year wasn't playing very well. Shows up in Norman and the guy couldn't miss a throw. He was on a heater and he was running it really well.
Yeah.
So Indiana's gonna have their freaking hands full, boys.
I think Indiana does have their hands full. I don't like the 7.5 point spread, but I do think Indiana wins the game.
I'll take Bama outright.
Indiana's defense is good too, though.
Oh,
That's the
that's
other thing.
what I'm
Phenomenal.
getting at. Like, is Mendoza has been solid, but like when you look at the big body of work, Signetti's defense fucking punishes people.
Answer this. You're taking Bama outright?
Mm-hmm.
Answer this.
Okay.
How many yards does Bama rush for in the game?
Probably 30. And it'll be on one run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
They'll
what I'm
get,
saying.
like that's how they beat Oklahoma, top 5 defense in the country. That's how they beat Oklahoma
You
on
think
the road.
Oklahoma's offense is better than Indiana's?
No, fuck no. You kidding me?
So I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is like I think Indiana will win this game.
Right, but like the first 9 minutes of the football game for Alabama sucked. And you saw what they did for 3.5 quarters. That defense settled in, got stops, forced turnovers, and made it extremely difficult on a quarterback with little to no experience in that
But
type
to
of a
beat
football
y'all,
game.
it took a pick six,
Uh-huh.
drop, block, punt scenario thing.
Yeah, fuck that piece of shit.
Terrible field position all day, or I'm sorry, great field position all game.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we look back at the like Simpson only threw for like 220.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have a phenomenal. He made great plays under pressure, yes,
Yep.
but he didn't have a phenomenal day. It was all 3 phases. They figured it out and barely escaped.
That's how you win football games, all 3 phases.
But I'm saying one of those phases is not going to play well against Indiana.
I guess it's supposed to be raining a little bit, so I don't know. Tanner, who do you like?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of with Brandon. I like Indiana. I don't know. I think they've proven that they're a really good team. I think that defense is insanely good.
I think
Um,
Indiana gets past this round, but they do not beat the winner of Oregon and Tech.
That's crazy.
I
Then-
think Bama gets past this round.
All right, Paul's taking Bama.
I fucking really think they are. Is that like me being like a homer, like they beat Oklahoma?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, God dang.
I think it's so instilled in
But
your
you're
brain
gonna-
you
but
can't get it out.
Can you tell me this? Ty Simpson, last week, 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You're telling me that he didn't.
No, he made phenomenal plays. He did under pressure. Like I was very impressed. I thought he like looked great. He made so many throws where it was like he's getting tackled. He's like someone's in his face.
And you know what helps out Ty Simpson a lot? He's played Georgia. He's played Oklahoma twice. Two defenses that are going to throw something completely different at you every time, right? He's not going to see anything he hasn't already seen.
He's okay. He did beat Georgia once and then got spanked.
Yes.
He beat OU once or lost to OU and then had a win
On the road.
but with things that were like all in his favor. The pick six, that's not his score. The field position all getting. They had the ball at the 50, like to start 4 or 5 drives at the 50.
I'm gonna get
You're
so
getting
much
points
shit.
out of that.
I'm gonna get so much shit for my pick here, but I'm taking Bama. I just am.
What have you said all year about the run game and the outcome of this? Whoever runs the ball better typically wins the game.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana's going to run the ball much better.
We'll see. We shall see. They're not gonna throw it better.
But I mean, you got to control. You got to control the game, and you do that by running the ball. And I think Indiana does that a lot better. Okay, so Paul is taking Bama.
Oh, fuck yeah. I am. I'm taking Bama.
We'll clip this. And then me and Tanner are going to take Indiana on that one. So that'll bring us to the 7 p.m. Sugar Bowl. We have number 6, Ole Miss, head coachless Ole Miss. Or I guess they have a head coach. It's just not Lane Kiffin. Taking on number 3, Georgia. Georgia favored by 6.5. I think this is another great game.
Georgia. All day.
All day.
All fucking day.
I think Georgia's the team to beat in the entire college football playoff. So I can't pick Ole Miss here. I think Georgia's my team to win it all.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Georgia here too.
Oh, I'm taking Georgia, 100%. Plus, Ole Miss's running back was banged up, and we were talking last week, but at this level, you can kind of plug and play. That's not the case. That Kyron Lacey's a fucking freak, boys, and if he's banged up, good
Especially
luck.
against a Georgia defense.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Now they proved they can still score points. I know it was Tulane, but Lane Kiffin left, still scored the rock.
Half the players on Ole Miss's roster are thinking about starting their brand new adventure at LSU anyways.
100%, but they're here, man.
Yeah, they're here. They're definitely not gonna they're going for a national title.
You're not guaranteed another shot at this.
I don't think they're better than Georgia. I don't.
I think if the guys, I think the people who had a problem with Lane Kiffin not wanting to or not being allowed to coach, I think they would have left now. But they gotten out of there and licked their wounds on their way out. But
So we're taking Georgia clean sweep here.
I think so.
Tanner, you like Georgia too?
Yeah, and I don't even think there's a whole lot to read into it this game. Like these past 2 games, we were kind of talking about, what needs to go right for each team and how some things could swing. I don't even like we were saying there's no shot in hell that Miami's going to win. I don't think there's any shot in hell Ole Miss can beat Georgia.
What do you think the odds are on this 4 game or this 4 outcome? If Miami beats Ohio State, let's say Tech beats Oregon.
You're saying what are the odds all the underdogs win?
Yeah, and Ole Miss beats Georgia. Imagine that semifinal.
What if I just put money on that and then I just
let us know.
Sick to work on Monday.
Yeah, just honestly, putting $20 on that just to see what it pays out would be interesting. So yeah, we have number 10 Miami at number 2 Ohio State. The winner of that game will play the winner of Ole Miss versus Georgia in the Fiesta Bowl on January 8th. So just a week later.
Can I ask you guys a question before we move on? Who's winning it all?
Georgia.
Georgia?
And if Georgia somehow loses, then I'm pulling for Tech. I don't give a shit.
Tanner?
Give me Indiana.
Dude, you know who's going to win it all?
Alabama.
Again? Ohio State. Ohio fucking State is going to win it all.
They have to beat Georgia.
I picked Indiana when we first started recording.
Do what?
I picked Indiana when we first started recording, so I feel like I can't go back on that now.
The thing about it
Respect that out of you.
The north half of the bracket is so much tougher than the south. So the next game is going to be likely Ohio State and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of that game is winning the college football playoff. Because they would play the winners of Oregon, Tech, Alabama, Indiana. So the 2 best teams there, allegedly, are Indiana and Tech.
Yeah, right after Ohio State fucking dog walks Miami, and then dog walks a fucking belittled Texas Tech team that'll probably find a way to beat
No,
Oregon.
Ohio State would play Ole Miss or Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. They beat Georgia probably 17 to fucking 10, and then they just have a run of the mill. They just get to celebrate their way home.
It's just looking at the bracket. I just hope the championship doesn't suck.
Good chance it does.
There is.
But I mean, I don't know, boys.
Do you think we have ourselves a TCU Georgia situation on our hands here?
Oh, I fucking hope not. I
hope not either.
I think that Georgia team that year was so good. TCU's magical run. It's a shame it had to come to an end like that with Max Duggan. I really liked watching him play football. But man, yeah, I don't think there's any lopsidedness quite that bad this year.
No.
But shit, I guess we'll never know, huh? Or we will know when Georgia gets beat by Ohio State next round.
All right. So those are our picks for the Miami-Ohio State game. We all had Ohio State. For Oregon and Texas Tech, Paul and Tanner had Oregon. I had Texas Tech. For Alabama-Indiana, me and Tanner had Indiana, and Paul had Alabama. And then Ole Miss, Georgia, we all chose Georgia there.
Georgia.
And then, yeah, so next episode, we're going to have a semifinal to talk about. So it's going to be down to 4, currently at 8. So that's the college football playoff. Let's talk about some other notable bowl games that are happening New Year's Eve. So a lot of us will be working during this time. I know I will be, at least attempting to. And that is tomorrow. So actually, when this podcast comes out, you will see these 2 games. At 11 a.m., we have the, how do you say this? ReliaQuest?
Yeah.
ReliaQuest Bowl. Yeah.
Company? What is that?
It's got to be.
It's a company, yeah. I think they do credit loans. Who cares? This is
Credit-
not an ad.
Anyways,
No free ads, motherfuckers.
the ReliaQuest Bowl. You have number 23 Iowa versus number 14 Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt got snubbed out of the playoff, and they're favored by 5.5 here against Iowa. Who do we like here? Let's not spend too much time.
I'm not gonna spend any time on it. Give me the Hawkeyes. Pavia's gonna show up hungover as fuck. He doesn't want to be there. I hate the guy, and give me the Hawkeyes.
I'm gonna go get you. I'm gonna take Vandy here. Yeah, I think this is like a revenge game for Pavia. I'm gonna take the other route that he shows up sober and plays well.
I bet his brother.
Paul's showing a lot of Homer energy this pod.
I mean, I'm
for Alabama because Alabama beat OU, and he's like, "Give me the Hawkeyes, my home state."
Listen, if you know me, dude,
There's
the
nothing
Hawkeyes can lick my balls. They can lick me after a 5-mile.
Yeah, you're an Iowa State fan, I know.
Yeah, like it's Iowa State.
That is so gross.
It is what it is, man. I can't change where I'm from.
I'm taking Vandy here. I still think Pavia is a pretty good player. He's exciting, to say the least. I wish I could watch it at 11 a.m. Probably catch some of it at lunch.
Yeah.
Tanner, who do you like?
I take Vandy. I think Pavia's going to be pissed off about the whole Heisman thing and kind of how they ended the season. I think he still has something to prove. This is his last year of eligibility, right? So this is his one last chance to go and prove, hey, you should probably draft me to be your quarterback at the professional level. So
That's very true. It's his last chance to prove that he could play in the NFL.
Pavia's brother's gonna have one too many pilsners, get into a fight. His mom's gonna be up there shaking ass. It's gonna be everything but Pavia. Iowa's gonna return a punt for a touchdown, do something disgusting to make it more disgusting than it should be, and the Hawkeyes are gonna win the football game.
And Diego Pavia will be the New York Jets' next quarterback.
Better pray to
They
God
will
he's not.
still suck. Okay, and then that brings us to the 2 p.m. Citrus Bowl. We have number 18 Michigan versus number 13 Texas. Texas favored by 7.5. You think they cover that spread?
Nope.
You don't think so against Michigan?
Nope.
Why? You think their defense is too good?
I just think
Michigan head coachless. Sharon tried to, or he took a detour to jail.
a big one. A pretty big detour.
He actually fell off a cliff.
Yeah, people don't take that route often.
Can't park there.
No, I like Texas. I do.
I think Texas probably beats them. Definitely beats them. And then the spread 7.5 is kind of wide. But again, I don't think Michigan's offense is all that great, and Texas defense is pretty good. So that's probably a fair spread, honestly.
Yep.
Tanner?
Yeah, I think I'd take the Longhorns here.
All right.
We're talking about teams that, just real quick, teams how it's crazy, all these teams that are opting out of their bowl games. A team that probably should have opted out of their bowl game is probably Michigan. Because everyone's going to be talking about the drama these past few weeks. That's going to be the main focus of this bowl game, probably. It's not even going to be about the game. You know what I mean?
But guess what? They're giving their players another opportunity to get some tape out there against a pretty solid Texas team.
Yeah.
Who some would argue, like Tulane and JMU, they should have been in.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I think it's a good opportunity for those guys. It's not their fault their coach is a worthless sack of shit. You know what I mean?
That's very true. Like it has.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with you.
But I don't disagree with you the fact that it will be talked about a bunch.
That will be exciting at 2 p.m. Okay, that is the end of the college football segment. All right, so if you just saw us pause and reconnect or something of the sort, we had some technical difficulties, but we have it figured out now. So the halftime segment is over. Let's jump in to the NFL. Paul, take us away.
You mean to take you away? I can do just that. I'm fucking struggling, man. We can start Cowboys at Commanders. Cowboys 30, Commanders 23.
Big win for the boys.
Yeah, much needed. Gonna keep you in the playoff contentions, huh?
Cowboys are the kings of winning games when they don't matter and worsening. Is that a word?
Tell me.
Worsening their draft position.
I'm the dumb one. You tell me. Is that a word?
Sounds like a word. You know what I meant.
Fair. Tanner, what are your thoughts on the old boys' performance? It didn't mean jack squat, but
To be honest, I was scrolling Twitter majority of the time because it doesn't mean anything.
That was
I mean, if we're being,
Christmas Day game.
yeah, I know. I could
Yeah,
care
Christmas-
less about it. I'm done with the Cowboys. I'm over it.
it's fair. It's fair. We'll move on. Lions 10, Vikings 23, and that officially eliminates the Detroit Lions from the playoffs. They laid the biggest fucking egg I've ever seen.
9.
What?
9.
9.
JJ McCarthy.
9. It went right over my fucking head. Gosh dang it. I gotta be better. That's on me. But Lions done, boys. Dan Campbell. Choke job. 6 turnovers.
Yeah, that one was unexpected. I definitely had the Lions beating the Vikings, and now the Lions and the Vikings actually have the same record. They're both 8-8 on the year. So, I mean, the Lions have lost 3 straight. They lost 3 straight to miss the playoffs. So at one point they were 8-5. They're now 8-8 and tied with the Vikings, both eliminated from playoff contention. So the NFC North, your top dogs are the Bears at 11-5 and the Packers at 9-6-1.
Damn it.
Who'd have thought it?
Not me, honestly. Definitely not the Bears. Tan, you got any thoughts on that, or we just keep her rolling?
Let's keep it rolling. Lions suck. Vikings
Tanner's
suck.
hungry. We just waited 25 minutes because of a technical mishap, so can't blame him. Broncos 20, Chiefs 13. All-time Broncos game. I mean, the kings of playing people close who they shouldn't be playing close.
Yeah. So last week the Chiefs lost to the Titans by 3 scores?
Yep.
And the Titans had 2 wins on the year and absolutely blow out the Chiefs. And then this year, the Broncos, one of the top dogs in the AFC, they go and play a close game with the Chiefs with the backup Gardner Minshew.
Best part of this
It
game.
wasn't even
Minshew, that's
Minshew.
right.
It was I can't even think of his name, but some guy that got off the street. It was
I
like
don't
a
even know
7th
who-
round draft pick.
He's probably working at the local barbecue joint when he got the call.
Let's look at who this was.
A lot of Coon.
A lot of Coon. 13 for 22, 66 yards and 1 touchdown.
He got drafted by the Steelers, but he's been on the practice squad for a different team like every year since he got drafted. I think he got drafted in 2019, and this was his first ever real NFL start. And he actually had a pretty good day for a guy who's never started in the NFL.
All things considered, I mean,
Guess how many total yards the Chiefs had?
110.
183.
139. 57 passing, 82 rushing. Average 3.5 yards per play.
Damn it, boy. Best thing is they were trying to give Travis Kelce his farewell tour, right? You know what the Broncos did in that last drive to go down and tie the game? They put Pat Surtain on him. Best cornerback in the NFL. They just throw, you know what? Not today, motherfucker. Not today. And for that, I applaud the Broncos. We'll move on. Texans 20, Chargers 16. Fuck the Texans, man. They're rolling.
Yeah, Texans are on a bit of a heater on this back half of the year. I want to say they've won 8 straight. So that is a bit of a heater.
They're rolling.
They're 11-5, second in the AFC South, only behind the Jags, who are 12-4. Jags have won 7 straight. I mean, Texans have won 8. But I mean, Texans have clinched a playoff spot. It's looking like a wild card right now, because the Jags are ahead of them. But I mean, that defense is scary. They're going to get into the playoffs and make some noise.
Tanner, can CJ Stroud get the job done?
Honestly, it looks like I was literally just about to say it looks like he's doing enough for them to win, and I really think that's all that Texans defense needs.
Right.
He doesn't have to do anything crazy. He just has to. I mean, the day he had this game against the Chargers is a picture perfect game that they need. That's all he needs to do in the playoffs, and they'll probably win. You know what I mean?
I mean, Chargers is good offense. They held them to 16 points.
Yeah, I just realized I think my mic was muted for a good chunk of that because I'm a dumbass. Anyways, we'll move on, boys. Ravens 41, Packers 24, and the Ravens are knocking on the doorstep of a playoff berth.
It was an ass kicking.
Ass whooping. Derrick Henry ran for a gazillion yards.
Yeah. Derrick Henry was like 214. How many touchdowns?
Was it 5?
I think it was 4. Let's see.
I think Derrick Henry ran for 5 touchdowns.
4 tutties, 36 carries, 216, 4 tutties.
God bless.
You know who the leading rusher was for the Packers? Malik Willis. 9 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, didn't Josh Jacobs had like I think 11 yards or something crazy like that.
That's
The
absurd.
Ravens are the most inconsistent
Something nuts.
I think I've ever seen.
Hey, that sets up Steelers-Ravens next week for division title. Seahawks 27, Panthers 10. Panthers finally lose a football game.
Yeah, the Panthers were on a heater for a little bit, but they ran into the Seahawks, and the Seahawks look good.
Yeah, once again, Sam Darnold's uglier than shit. Who cares? Cardinals 14, Bengals 37. Cody Ford, right guard, catches like a 15-yard bubble wrap. Mows over a defender. You guys see that?
Yeah,
Holy shit, man. That's what dreams are made of right there.
he almost scored. He fell at like the 5-yard line or something.
It's a big fella's dream, isn't it, Tanner?
This is just one of those games that are just well, yeah, I reckon so. But this is just one of those games that this late in the season you look at it just does not matter one bit.
No, it's just like, hey, okay, people are probably just betting on it. That's about it. We'll move on. Steelers laid the biggest fucking egg of the year against the Browns. Steelers 6.
Where's that put them playoff wise?
They have to.
I believe they have to beat the Ravens next week
Do they play next
Ooh.
week?
next week to end it.
Dang. So the Bucks play the Panthers next week for a playoff spot, and the Steelers play the Ravens.
Yep.
So 2 big games next week if you want to tune in on Sunday, or who knows?
That's a good bit of drama for Week 18.
Saturday and Friday too.
What, Tanner?
So that's a good bit of drama for Week 18. We usually don't get that.
No, usually it's people are sitting and everything else, but few games that actually do matter. Jags continue to roll 23-17 over the Colts, boys.
Yeah, Jags 7th straight win. The Colts, even though they had a hot start, they lose Daniel Jones. Phillip comes to save the day and goes 0-3, and now they are eliminated from the playoffs. So, I mean, in our earlier podcast, we had the Colts as fucking world beaters.
Well, yeah, everybody got hurt.
Well, they were.
Yeah. I saw something crazy. So you know how Sauce Gardner started on the Jets and then went to the Colts? I saw something crazy. Like, since he's joined the Colts, like, Sauce Gardner on the year is like 2 and I don't know, whatever. The rest is 16.
No way.
2 and like 15. Like, so with the Jets, all he did was lose. And then he came to the Colts, won a game or 2, and then all they've done, I think the Colts have lost like 5 or 6 straight. They've lost a ton.
Sauce could be the problem.
He's getting lost in that sauce. You know who's getting lost in the sauce? The fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 17, Dolphins 20. And brutal fucking stretch of football the Buccaneers have put together. I don't get it.
And Quinn Ewers still owns Baker Mayfield.
I don't think that's like true at all.
No,
I just think you just fucking made that up.
I did.
100%.
I didn't think about it.
Fucking hell. Only thing Quinn Ewers owns is some shitty facial hair. Let's roll with it. Patriots 42, Jets 10. Pats, boys. Pats. star receiver getting in trouble for an assault charge.
Yeah, the Jets are bad. I don't think there's much to say.
No. Saints, though, 34, Titans, 26. What's that? How do you pronounce that guy's name again, Tanner?
Shuck.
Shuck.
Chuck.
Tyler Shuck.
Chuck.
The Saints and the Falcons both got hot too late in the year, especially they're both in that shitty NFC South. But the Falcons have won 3 games in a row, and the Saints have won 4 games in a row. The Falcons are actually tied at 7-9 with the Bucks, but they've already been eliminated because of head-to-head.
I mean,
That's
it's crazy how
insane.
they can go from looking like the best team in football one week, and then the next week it's the most atrocious shit you've ever seen put on a football field.
I know, but just 4 weeks ago, the Saints were 2-10. They were the laughing stock of the NFL. They've severely hurt their draft status by winning 4 straight. Now they're 6-10.
Yeah, I don't think a singular draft pick's going to fix them.
Yeah, they're going to need like at least 4.
Anything else to add there, Tanner?
No, not on my end.
All right, boys. Giants 34, Raiders 10. Las Vegas is fucking atrocious.
Yeah, that's bad.
The joke of a franchise.
I saw that.
I
Giants-
think the craziest thing here is that they're sitting so many people. Like they put Max Crosby on the injured list, and he was posting videos of himself dunking a basketball on his Instagram story.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, they're just shutting everyone. They're shutting everyone down.
I did the loser of this game did secure the number 1 draft pick though. So big win for the Raiders there.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
huge
for
win. They're going
them.
to take Mendoza and they're going to ruin his fucking career. So,
Yep. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be awesome.
yeah, Eagles 13, Bills 12. Bad one for the Bills to drop.
Was that was a Sunday afternoon, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 3:30.
Night football. Yeah, that dude, the biggest loser this week, honestly, should have been Josh Allen. Did you see how that game ended?
Yeah, they're paying him $350 million a year, and he can't complete a fucking pass, a wide open pass to win the football game.
To win the game. Yeah, so if you didn't watch that game, the Bills had no offense the entire game. They go down, I think they're down 7.
Yeah, just touchdown and extra
And
point.
they go down and score. And it's because their offense had been so bad the entire game, but they got hot there at the end, they go for 2. And this is like with no seconds remaining when they scored. So they go for 2 to win the game against the Eagles. And Josh Allen rolls out left, and there's a guy wide open in the back of the end zone, and he just pulls it.
Misses him.
Yeah, like
Horrible.
misses him bad. Like the guy didn't even have a chance to lay out for it or anything. And the Bills lose the game. I mean, that's the most Bills thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What, back in the 90s, the Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls? And now you have Josh Allen, he can't get past the AFC Championship.
Can't even get there.
Yeah, usually he runs into Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, usually runs into Mahomes or... Yeah, I guess it's only been Mahomes.
Fucking Mahomes.
So recently.
It is Mahomes. But we'll move on to one of the better football games I've had the pleasure of watching this year. Bears 38, Niners 42. 2 quarterbacks like coming out like of college. One's the number 1 overall draft pick, and the other one's Mr. Irrelevant. Purdy lights it up, and you got Caleb Williams living up to the hype, lighting it up against a good Niners team.
Yeah. Caleb Williams throws for 330 and 2 touchdowns. Brock Purdy 303 and 3 touchdowns. But San Fran, they got a dude in the backfield.
Yeah.
23 carries, 140 yards, and a touchdown.
The craziest thing to me about this game was how bad the O-line played for the Bears. And they were still in it the entire game.
Yeah, and I mean, very first play of the game, Purdy looks right, throws right, pick 6. Bang. I'm like, holy shit.
Very first play.
What's going on? No, he gets the ball right back, goes down the field 7-7. So I was like, okay, all right. Everybody
Yeah,
settled.
you also said last week, Paul, you can't call Caleb Williams not clutch. He was not clutch at the end of that game.
I mean, 38 points should be enough to win you a football game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I did see something that like the Bears have like 7 or 8 fourth quarter 2-minute drive wins this year. Like 7 or 8. That is a shit ton. So the fact that he's now 7 of 8 or 8 of 9 in that scenario, I mean, it's good.
It's solid, but you know what's it shaping up is it's going to be the Bears and the Packers at Soldier Field in the damn wild card round, and I bet Bears fans right now are just shitting their pants,
Oh, yeah.
going, "Not again! No, not like this."
They've seen that episode.
Yeah, we can't lose like this. Not to the Packers. The amount of pressure that's going to be on them, I think it's like pretty much said and done.
When is Jordan Love coming back? Do we know? What did he hurt?
I don't know, but
think
Malik
he had a
Willis might
concussion.
Look it up.
I think he had a concussion.
Malik Willis has been balling out.
Yeah, but I don't know. They just got ran through.
He had 20. He's not stopping the fucking run.
Jordan Love just has a concussion.
Okay, so he'll be back. But they also lost Micah Parsons, and then the Ravens go put up 41 on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, that changes your defense.
Hell yeah, it does.
Plus, they don't have Kenny Clark because he's balling for the boys.
Yep. All right, let's move on. Last game of the slate here. Monday Night Football, Rams 24, Falcons 27. And if I didn't know any fucking better, the Rams just want the hardest route to the Super Bowl. Is that what they want?
Dude, Matt Stafford, he threw away the MVP, in my opinion.
No.
I think he had it in the bag.
Nope.
Dude, he looked bad last night.
Who's
You think that performance was bad enough to stop him from winning the MVP?
going to win it? If that lost him that, then who is the MVP?
Oh, that's a tough question.
It's tough because it's still Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's tough because his team is still relevant. And the quarterbacks who are having good years behind him, their teams aren't relevant.
Who?
Like Dak had a phenomenal year.
Right, he's not ever in the question though.
What do you mean?
Like he's
He
not.
was for a second. At the beginning of the year, he definitely
Yeah,
was.
and the fucking Cowboys couldn't stop a nosebleed. So
That's what I'm saying.
Fact.
Because his team's not relevant, there's no way he wins MVP. But if he was in the same position as Matthew Stafford and they're 11-5, having a wild card chance, I think his name is definitely in the pot.
probably. Does anybody have the odds quickly on their hands for MVP?
Look it up.
It's. I know Stafford's the favorite, or was.
But he threw 3 picks last night against the Falcons. Like, that's gotta hurt his MVP.
I mean, Sam Darnold was getting talked about MVP, and he fucking threw 3 picks or 4 picks against the Rams at home that one time.
no, there's
so
no way Sam Darnold. Okay.
All right, you want to hear these? You want to hear these odds?
Drake May is the favorite at negative 340. Then you have Matthew Stafford plus 280.
that's easy money.
Then you have Trevor Lawrence, who would have thought it, plus 22,500. Josh Allen plus 30,000. Caleb Williams plus 30,000. Bo Nix plus 40,000. Drake May. There's your answer. Drake May.
If you want to make money, you just bet Stafford to win the MVP because he's going to win the MVP.
He should.
Drake May's had a great year.
I'm not discounting that, but Matthew Stafford's 30 fucking what, 8 years old?
They don't take age into the consideration of the MVP award.
He looks 28.
They should.
They still don't take age.
I'm telling you right now, head to head, right now, my life on the line. I'm taking fucking Matt Stafford over Drake May.
And you just better hope he's not playing the Falcons.
Yeah, I better hope nobody's playing the Falcons because that defense brings it. That's all I got for the NFL. Like I said, huge technical difficulties going on there in the middle part of our show. So
Yeah, a bit of a dud of an episode. No pun intended, dud. But
if you made it this far, you're a real one if you did, Dud.
He will. He
if
will.
you made it this far, I don't even need to say like and subscribe because you probably already did, because that was a tough one to get through. But at least listen to the first half of the college football playoff, which you probably did if you made it this far. Anyways, like and subscribe. That is episode 12 of the Garage. Y'all have anything else?
How many beers we drinking for New Year's Eve, Tanner? What's your number?
Solid 18.
That's a number. What's yours, Reeves?
I'm scared to say because if I say it, I'm gonna be with you and you're gonna be like, "Oh, you said fucking 20." So I'm gonna say 6. No.
What a cop out. What a fucking loser.
hammer the over.
If I had to be real, 12 ounce or 16 ounce?
12ers.
12. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, those are four gulpers. With the Miami game, Ohio State is at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be sauced by 9:30. Is it on the day?
Yeah, when when you're done.
When does it start?
Whenever you fucking want it to start.
It's a
It
simple
starts when I
question.
show up. You're just fucking taking my mind for a ride.
I don't know. I'll say 18.
It's a good number.
I'm gonna go 12 and a little bit of tequila.
It's a
12
great
beers?
number.
I bet you have way more than 12 beers.
Listen, man, tequila speaks to me. Okay,
Unless you only buy 12
I'm
beers.
gonna start
You're
fucking
having
barking in
12.
Brandon's garage. Neighbor's gonna start calling animal control. There's a fucking wild animal over here outside.
So no one's listening anymore, but I'm going to say this just for the clip. We are currently at 101 subscribers, so Tanner has to eat the chip. And Tanner has vouched to, for every 5+ subscribers we get from 100, he will not drink anything, milk, water, anything for 1 minute. So that means we get 105 subscribers, he can't have anything for 1 minute. We get 110, 2 minutes, 115, 3 minutes. So this will come out on New Year's Eve. So I've already put it on the story, but I just want to reiterate, if we can get this to like 110, we're going to see Tanner die.
Yeah, we don't want that though.
We don't want it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, and it'll be.
Don't say that. Somebody has legit died from eating this chip. I was doing a little bit of research, trying to calm my nerves the other day. And it turns out a bunch of these chips have gotten recalled because a kid in high school, unfortunately, very sadly passed away. And dude, I ate a jalapeno a couple days ago and was on the floor rolling around dying.
Well, Tanner's
Like,
sick right
this
now.
is-
That's why he's not with us. But I think this is going to do him right. I think it's going to get him back on track.
I am so
It
fucking.
could clear
excited.
my sinuses for sure.
Are
I
you-
need it right now.
Tanner, are you doing it next episode?
Perhaps. I leave the next day to go out of town for a week in Arkansas, so perhaps. I don't know.
It
That
happens,
doesn't,
man.
So
doesn't sound like it.
6th, Tanner is eating the chip. All you've got to do is tell one friend to subscribe, and Tanner can't have anything to drink. That's all you have to do.
That's it. That's all we
Don't
ask.
do it.
Don't do it.
Do it for the boys.
If there's anyone still listening, go unsubscribe.
Don't.
All right. That is Garage Gang episode 12. We're out of here.
Great show,
Peace.
lads.